Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to Facebook Live today. I have the cutest project to share with you guys today. It is a double slider. We're featuring the Hats Off bundle and it features a box of Cracker Jacks. So it is so cute. I'm going to show you how to make this. It looks super complicated. There are a lot of steps involved, but it's actually quite simple. So I'm going to share with you how to make this amazing little double slider box. So hang tight. Before we get to that though, let's go over everything that's going on this month. This is your last reminder to sign up for July's Paper Pumpkin, the Adventure Begins kit. The last day to sign up for this kit is July 10th. That's this Saturday. So if you want this kit, make sure you subscribe for it. It's going to be 12 cards, 12 envelopes, Stampin' spot, a coordinating stamp set, lots of fun nature inspired themes. So make sure that if you want this kit, the last day to subscribe for this kit is Saturday. So make sure you subscribe, and then the kits will start shipping early next week. All right, also going on this month is our designer series paper sale. You can save 15% on 9 different DSPs in our catalog. These are fantastic DSPs. I've been using them a ton. Some of my favorites are the Bloom Warrior Planted, the Hand Penned, the Sweet Symmetry, the Euro Peach. Those are just some of my absolute favorite DSPs this round, and you can save 15% on them. So if you want these, make sure you stock up on them this month while they're on sale, and you can get as many as you want. There's no limit. All right, guys, I have my card crate available for reservations right now. I'm featuring the Count on Me stamp set. This is a very cute, adorable stamp set. We're making 4 cards. You get $20 in product. Card crate is $35. You get $20 in product. You get free shipping. It's an amazing deal. So make sure you click the link in the video description to head to the card crate link to learn more about card crate. All right, guys, look what's coming. We have our holiday catalog coming, and we have our second celebration this year coming. This is our summer celebration. These are both going to start in August. On August 3rd. I can't share the insides with you. I have an order coming with lots of fun stuff, so hopefully as soon as I get it, I'll be able to share those products with you. So watch for that coming soon, probably in my VIP groups. If you're not a member of my VIP group, make sure you head over there and join my VIP group. But I want to give you guys a quick little sneak peek. This is coming. I cannot wait. I'm so excited about some of these products. I think you're gonna love them. I can't wait. Now, if you do want to get your hands on those products in July, you can join my team. You can add any of the new products to my starter kit, or to your starter kit, not my starter kit. The starter kit is a $99, and you can choose 125 in product, and you can put all those new products in there too. All right, guys, look at this amazing double slider box we're gonna make. This features the Hats Off bundle. I mentioned that this is the Hats Off bundle. This is in our annual catalog. There are amazing dies, lots of stitching on these dies, and then this great stamp set that coordinates with it. So we're going to feature this today. So our first step, we're going to stamp our cardstock. Now, to make this slider box, you will need some 12 by 12 cardstock. So I'm using the Brights package of 12 by 12. We're going to use Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to get out some scratch paper. If you do want to place an order, make sure you head to my online store. Use this host code. All orders will receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order is over $50, you're going to receive the Make and Take Kit to go with that PDF. All right, so I have Daffodil Delight, and then I have that big hat stamp, and we are just going to stamp this all over our Daffodil Delight piece. And this is 11.5 by 6.5. I don't think I mentioned that, but that's what it is, 11.5 by 6.5. And you need this. This is going to be the outside of our box. And you'll see that I am just sliding these hats in here. I'm rotating them. I'm rotating my paper. You can rotate the stamp. This is a pretty big stamp. I'm using one of our bigger blocks, but I want my hat to go in all directions. So I am just getting it in there. Now this project is there's a few steps involved in this, and so I've actually pre-done a lot of the stamping and die cutting, so you'll see that as we go. This is the only stamping we're going to do, but I wanted to use this stamp set. It is so cute, and it is great for masculine cards, or if you have kids that maybe play baseball or softball, this is great for them. You can do some team gifts, a coach gift. That would be really cute. right, let's go this way. So we're just gonna stamp this all over. I was rotating my cardstock. I should go back to rotating my cardstock. There we go. I'm trying not to get them kind of going the same direction. I'm trying to get them going all different directions. Okay, just a couple more here. I think we're almost done. This is a big stamp, so it goes pretty quickly. This is not a project that I would want to make a ton of, but maybe if you're making a couple for coaches or just a few people on the team, that might be pretty good. Okay, let me set our stamp aside. Now, just to finish it off, I have Daffodil Delight Dark Stampin' Blends, and I'm just gonna kind of splatter. I'm just gonna flick some color all over and just give it a little bit of splatter and texture. Okay, so now we're gonna get to scoring it. So now we can bring out our Simply Scored, and we're only going to score on the 11.5-inch side. And I have all of the measurements in the video description. This will be on my blog tomorrow as well, so no need to write any of this down. This is all on the blog and the video description. All right, so 2 3/4, 5 5/8, 6 7/8, 9 3/4, and 11. Okay, and I just realized that I did not grab a punch, so let me, give me one second, I'm trying to figure out where it is. Hang on, give me one sec. Okay, this is not the right punch. Hold on, guys. Okay, I don't know where that punch is. I'm probably looking at it. Okay, we'll make do without the punch, guys. I don't know where that is. Okay, we're gonna fold on all of those score lines. Ideally, you want, I used the jar punch, and that was perfect. I cannot see it from where I am, so I don't know where my jar punch went. Strange. Okay, so this is your scoring. You have your 1/2-inch tab on this side. Now to make our slider mechanism, we're gonna do that on this side over here. This is a 2 3/4-inch side. This is a side we're going to be working on. So where is that punch? I thought I got it out. Hang on, guys. Let me do one more quick check. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I found my punch. Okay, so this is the jar punch. This is one, it's gonna come in handy. All we're going to do is just punch in the center here, and all I'm doing is punching just kind of the 1/4 inch off with that jar punch, just like that. And this is on that wider side. And you wanna do that on the top and the bottom. And this is going to create our little sliding mechanism. Okay. And as for other trimming, all we're going to do is just kind of notch in on this 1/2-inch tab over here. I'm just barely taking any off. So that is really all the trimming we're going to do. So I just used my jar punch, just that first 1/4 inch or so of the jar punch, took off top and bottom of that wider side over here, and then just trimmed this edge just at an angle over here. Okay, so now we're going to work on the thing that's going to make it slide, and for that I have a piece of plastic. This is just from a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. I've cut off the bottom of the bag, and then I just cut about 1 inch of the plastic. You can see it's still kind of hooked together. It's still a big ring. We are actually going to take off one of these seams. So I'm just going to cut that off. We're going to get rid of that. So now we have a long piece of plastic that's going to wrap around our card. So what I want to do is there is one more seam over here, and I want to make sure that that is on the back on this side, kind of at the top up here, just about 1 inch from the top. And the reason for that being is this is going to slide this way, and if that seam were to hit kind of this center area right here, it's kind of going to get jammed. It's not going to slide completely. So you want this about 1 inch on the back, and then just wrap your your thing around. And let me see. We're going to adhere it on the opposite end. So our seam is up here, and we're going to adhere it down here. So I'm going to use some tear tape for that. So I know this is all a little confusing. You can use any kind of plastic. If you have a longer piece of plastic that doesn't have that seam, you can just wrap it around. This one, because it has that seam, we're just going to kind of work around the seam. And I'm actually going to use 2 pieces of tear tape just right on top of that plastic. You can see it's not adhered to the box. And I'm going to cut this off a little bit. We don't need that long of a piece. All right, now we're going to just peel off this tear tape, and we're going to wrap that plastic around. So I'm going to use my scissors. You can take your pick tools also. Getting the tear tape off the plastic is probably the hardest part of this, but once it comes off, you're good. You're golden. Okay, so we have our tear tape exposed, and I'm just going to wrap this around. You don't want it too tight. Just want it on there, and you can give it a little test. Just make sure that it slides back and forth, and it does. So we want that tear tape, we want to keep it at the top of there. And I am going to cut that off. We don't need that piece. Okay. Now we are ready. And actually, I want my adhesives on the inside, so I'm going to wrap this around. Maybe. You see what I mean with it getting kind of stuck? Okay, there we go. I want this wrapped around on the inside piece here. And I got the tear tape stuck there, so let me just get that off. Okay, so change of plans. You want that seam on. Okay guys, I'm making this look way harder than it is. Okay, there you go. You want that seam on the front where the stamped side is. And then you want to adhere it back here. All right, I promise you guys this is not as hard as I'm making it look. All right, we are going to place 2 more pieces of tear tape on this side. On the inside piece here, we're working on the inside. This is right on the plastic, not touching the cardstock. I'm just going to give that a real good burnish down, and we're going to peel that off, and we're going to put in one of our slider pieces. So let me peel that off. Maybe, there we go. And then this side. Now the slider piece for this, let me pull out the box again. Let's get this up. There we go. The slider piece for this one is going to be this stamped piece in here. So let's assemble that real quick before we glue it together. And I've already stamped it. I've used that Hats Off stamp set. So I have a piece. This is our slider piece. This is 6 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're going to adhere that down. I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal Plus, something nice and strong. All right. Just kind of line that up. There we go. So we're going to adhere this down. So we want to just lay this in that second panel. Just center it down. Right side up, we're going to adhere it to the front side. And we're just going to close that just like that. So this is going to be adhered on just like that. So this is going to pull and it's going to slide. So we're going to leave this closed. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put some tear tape on this side. And this will be the piece that we adhere our Cracker Jack box to. So just a couple pieces of tear tape. And you can use any strong adhesive. If you have a different adhesive of your choice, feel free to use that. It just needs to be super strong. Okay, so now we're going to adhere another slider. This is just a piece of cardstock cut that's the same size, at 6 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we're just going to line that up, and it's only going to adhere right in that spot right there. So now you can see when you pull it, those will slide out just like that. Okay? And now we are ready to assemble the entire box. So the last part of adhesive is going to be on this 1/2" tab. And we want to run it all the way across right up against that score line. Just like that. A little bit extra there. So let me get that off my finger. There we go. So that's on that 1/2" tab on the stamped side. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap that around This is the piece we just adhered. This is that slider piece. We want to adhere that 1/2 inch tab to the actual base of the box. We don't want to adhere it to the slider piece. We're just going to lift up that slider piece and go under it, just like that. And then just make sure that our edges are nice and lined up, just like that. And then give it a nice press down. And let's see, pull this way so it's all right side up, and you can see your box will slide. Isn't that cool? All right, we have our Cracker Jack box here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this just so it doesn't fall out. And all you're going to do is pull this out and stick on your Cracker Jack box. You just want to stick it in a little bit. You want about 1/2 inch to 3/4 sticking out on the cardstock. Just adhere that down. And you're going to close that. And then when you pull them, they will slide open and closed. Isn't that cool? Now I know the box is a little finicky to put together. Once you do it a couple of times, it's going to all make sense to you. And the hardest part is that plastic piece. Just getting it to be in the right spot. Okay, so now we have our box made, our box pretty much assembled. We're going to add some pull tabs on here. Now you could use ribbon. I'm just going to use some cardstock. These are about 1 3/4 by 1, and I'm just going to fold them in half. You can score them. I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to staple them on. So give it a little run with my bone folder, kind of break up those fibers. All right. And this one, I'm just going to stick up here, and we're going to staple that on. And I'm going to do the same over here. Now you could have done this before you adhered your Cracker Jacks, but easy enough to just do it like this. Okay, so now we have some pull tabs. It's coming together. It's super cute. All right, now let's finish decorating the rest of the box. This is what we want it to look like. So I have a piece of white. This is our white for underneath, and this is 5 3/4 by 2. And I told you I've already done a lot of the prep work on this. So I've die cut some triangles, and I've embossed them with our checks and dots dies. I've just used the dots on these. You can see they're really, really cute. This is from our stitch triangle dies. We're going to adhere those down. From that hats off dies, I've die cut 5 stars. And then I stamped and white heat embossed our hat on Pacific Point. And then I did the little sunrise on just a piece of Daffodil Delight heat embossed with white. And I have also stamped our greeting in Pacific Point and then die cut it with our stitched rectangle dies. All right, so let's adhere all of this together. I'm going to use some Tombow and some dimensionals. So I'm going to start with my triangles. We're just going to adhere those down onto our white piece here. Now, of course, you could decorate this however you want. You can do this with team colors, of course. You can do this however you want to do it. All right, a few dimensionals on the back of our hat. We're going to stick that down right onto the right side over here. For the back of our Daffodil Delight piece, I'm going to stick a dimensional on that, and that will just go right on to our hat. Now remember, in that hats off die or stamp set, you have tons of options for what you want to do on that front of that hat, and then the dies all will die cut those, and then there's pieces that will cut it out and give that stitching around it. So I don't know if you can see all of that amazing stitching, not just on the hat, but also on that piece you want to put on the front. So cute. All right, we're going to stick this onto our box with, of course, dimensionals. All right, let's get these off and peel off all those backings. You guys might notice some of my hands are stained blue here. My kids and I did a craft on Monday with alcohol ink, and it got all over my hand, the blue ink, and my hands have been dyed all week with blue ink. So I do apologize for the distracting blue ink on my fingers, but it's a lot better than it was. All right, on the back of our greeting, I just cut a dimensional in half. You can also use some mini dimensionals for this. I'm just going to peel off the backing on that, and I'm just going to stick this down. And then using my Tombow, we're just going to adhere those stars down. So I'm just going to go through And lay down those Daffodil Delight stars. Kind of tuck them under the greetings, just like that. So this is a really, really fun treat. Again, with the sliding mechanism, you might want to practice a few times. But it is, once you get it, it is such an amazing treat. People love it. And this box is, you can customize it to any treat you want. I've made these with Ghirardelli squares. This is the biggest one I've ever made. But I just love them. They are so cute. They slide right out and you can just keep playing with them. There's plenty of room over here to write a message if you want to write, you know, thanks for coaching the team, or even add a gift card over here. You can add a gift card with some glue dots. That would be a really, really cute treat. So I think that this is such a fun and unique little treat box. So let me know what you guys think. I should be back next week, and hopefully I'll be live in my VIP group sometime over the next few days or even this weekend, showing off some brand new holiday catalog items. If you do need to shop my online store, please use this host code. Remember, orders over $50 will receive a free make and take kit for 3 exclusive projects. Alright guys, have a great time. If you're on Facebook, I'd love it if you shared this with your crafty friends. I love meeting new people. If you are on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.